The Mardons and the Pandemic. Authors Mohathir Sheikh, Hannah Cho, Maya Caldwell, Maisha Famida, Janani Rajendra, Naya Saraya, Gillyan Xu. Editors Austin Mardon, Catherine Mardon, Alyssa Kulchiski. Golden Meteorite Press, published 2020. Narrated by Peace Joshua. The New Normal. Chapter 9. Finding Ways to Stay Connected. On March 11th, 2020, the World Health Organization made the declaration that COVID-19 was no longer a global health emergency, but a pandemic. To reduce virus transmission among communities across the country, social distancing measures were developed and border closures were implemented in Canada. All of Canada's provinces and territories have been under a state of emergency or public health emergency at some point in time during the pandemic to limit outings and minimize group gatherings until the daily cases reported declined. Since these measures were put in place, people have relied on technology to stay updated with the news and their loved ones. How many cases are there now? Are you healthy and doing okay at home? For many people, staying isolated at home has provided the opportunity to check in, catch up, and communicate more with others. Maintaining healthy relationships is a crucial component of good mental health during such an unsettling time. Research during the pandemic has shown that social isolation can cause feelings of loneliness with significant implications for our physical and emotional well-being. Loneliness can limit our brain's functions by affecting our higher order functions and changing the composition and connectivity of our brain. It also weakens our immune system, making people more susceptible to becoming sick. With the inability of seeing others for an extended period, loneliness reports rose significantly during the peak of physical distancing, as well as anxiety and depression. With that in mind, social connection through virtual meetings during the pandemic is necessary for all aspects of our health. Technology has come incredibly far in its ability to keep us all connected through various platforms to our family, friends, coworkers, and colleagues. Once it was recommended that everyone stay at home for an indefinite period of time, Austin found other ways to stay connected online. One of the communication platforms that became very useful for him was Zoom. He has used it for various meetings with government-affiliated and board members to discuss present and future plans. Austin thinks that it is perhaps better that everything is conducted online because of the enhanced efficiency of online communication. There is no stress about rushing out the door or running into traffic, and it adds more time to our day that would otherwise be used for commuting. He also found that there was no refractory period that comes with arriving at home after a long day, because at home he could rest in between meetings and have a wider availability. However, he did note that with everything online, technology requires much more patience to learn and understand its functions and ensure that everything works for everyone in the call. One of the most significant contributions Austin has made during the pandemic is leading activities through the Antarctic Institute of Canada. Since the beginning of the pandemic, Austin has spoken to ministers and politicians that have been impeded by precautionary measures taken by companies in clinical settings. On June 25, 2020, the federal government announced that they had approved the Canada Student Summer Grant that would provide compensation for volunteer work under various organizations. Austin was thrilled to learn that his suggestion to find ways to provide more students summer jobs led to the development of the CSSG. It was an opportunity for students to receive financial compensation for their hard work, while also educating others about many aspects of the pandemic. The advancement of technology, current research about the virus, and personal protective equipment designed for healthcare workers and the public, to name a few. The project also maintained Austin's connection with the research community. With the help of some of his students, Austin eventually had over 130 students who were assisting him with various projects in the form of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?